here from Kathy's Cute Creations. Today we're going to be working on our Name of the Rose quilt. Here is the block of the month, which is the Friendship quilt, I believe. Yes, a Friendship Star. This is my fabric here. I always keep my little card here. And now they have the Fall 2020 Puzzle Mystery Quilt, and these are the colors. Let me turn it sideways here so you can see. It says, this begins on May 29th, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. There's the information right there, if you're interested. And this is clue 4, and I get the small one. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. Oops. I got my fan on here. It's pretty hot today, 80 degrees out there. Let me see if I can lift my board. Here's the colors we're going to be using. So let's get started. So the very first thing it's saying to do is take a triangle A, a small one, attach it to a larger E, and we're going to make 4 of these. And we're also, this is going to be the flying geese, because what it wants us to do, after we've sewn this, then we're going to sew this one onto here, and that makes a flying geese unit. We're going to make 4 of those units. So I'm going to pin these 2, and I'm going to change I'm using a number 12 needle. I'm using white thread, sewing this 1/4 inch, and I have 1 pin holding my projects, or my pieces together here. So I just took it off. Try not to stretch your fabric, because this is on the bias. Make sure that before you press it open, you relax your seam, press it open. We're going to put the other triangle on the other side, and we're going to sew it, and we're going to go ahead and chain stitch it off. Now I've pinned mine once. If you need to pin yours more than once, then do it. So we have 3 flying geese there and this one here, and it wants us to take our rectangle, which is also an E, like this, and put them together. So I have 3 here, and we're going to put them together. So let's change this. I need to pull these a little taut when I get them stitched. Feels kind of odd doing 2.5 for my stitch after I've made all these masks at 2.0. Go ahead and open these up and iron them. We're going to set aside our 4 blocks we just made. We're going to take an F, large triangle, and a C, large triangle, and we're going to put them together. We're going to make 4 of those. Then we're going to make 4 F's and A's. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to chain stitch them together. This is step 3 and 4. Now I had those upside down, so this is the way they go. Okay, you're going to put it so that the longest side is facing the left, or the top, and the 2 shorter sides are on the right and the bottom. Because after I got them over here on my sewing machine, that's when I noticed that I had shown them to you wrong. Otherwise they won't open correctly. So we're going down the short right hand side of the triangle, and make sure your fabric is lined up correctly. You're going to have these 2 and these 2. You want to make sure that you take, and if you iron them to the dark side, they are going to nestle because they're going to be put together like this. So we'll put them all together like that. So let's do that. All right, let's go ahead and sew these. And it is telling us to join one of these with that right there. So this is a C, and we're joining it to the E. So let's go ahead and we will chain stitch those. Alright, so when we get this side done, we will be completed with one entire block. So let's just go ahead and chain stitch these. And I went ahead and I put 3 pins on it, so it's going to be a little slower than before. Like that, and we are going to call these section 4A, so I'm going to label them. The next section will be 4B. Now we're going to take 2 of our A's and we're going to take one of our E's and we're going to make triangles, flying geese again. So let's make 2 of them. You already know how to do it. Also having us make 2 flying geese with the E up at the top and the C in the middle. 2 of them, so let's do it also. We're going to skip the next step and we're going to make the flying geese out of the F and the A. 2 of them. So now you will have all 3 of those done. These are not connected. And we're going to connect these. And then we're going to take this here, right here, and we're going to connect it to the bottom of these like that. Oops. Like that. So let's go ahead and start that. Okay, so if this is the first time you're tuning in, when we do these 2 right here, we need to make sure that we don't come over our tip. So I'm going to take a ruler and I'm going to lay it across so that the 2 lines that meet up are above it, and then I'm going to mark this. And we do not want to go below that line, because if we do, we're going to take the tip of that goose off. So we're going to mark this above the line. You can put a little dot there if you want, so that you know that you're going to go right over that. Okay, let's do that. And the other 2 don't need to be done like that. We just have these pinned. Nothing special about them. Didn't take any of them off, and now we're going to put this together. So it is saying that we're going to take our A and our E, which is this one, and wait a minute, wrong thing here. Did I put them on upside down? I sure as shooting did. Okay, I repinned the correct ones. Let's get them sewn. So this is the right way to sew them so that these come down and match. So now we're going to sew those 2 together and these 2 together. So let's get them pinned now, which is what I went ahead and did. I've got them marked before I even pinned them. All right, let's sew these 2 here. with 2 blocks like that. So let me get all my blocks out here. Here's what you should have. I hope you liked this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. There's 4 blocks on the left, which are 4A, and there are 2 blocks on the left, which are 4B this time around. So I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye. That's pretty. Well, the doctors that's retired out there at the office gave them to me. These are beautiful. I know they don't last long, but oh my goodness. They're gorgeous.